Hey everybody, Captain Chris, your Boat Captain Realtor here in Southwest Florida. Today we are going to do a cruise through some of the Cape Coral Canals as well as Deepwater Canal over in Fort Myers. I just want to give people kind of an idea of what to expect. We're currently cruising through what they call the Miserable Mile. So if this is your first time on our channel, click that subscribe button, and if you like the video, definitely click the likes. We do videos every week in Southwest Florida, and we try to cover not only what's going on in real estate, but just neighborhoods here in general. Today we are going to cruise through Cape Coral Canals, and we're going to cover a lot of territory today. We're actually going to cover a neighborhood over in Fort Myers. It's a deep water canal community, and we're also going to hit some of the Cape Coral Canals as well. You can see over to the left here, we've got Tarpon Point and Cape Harbor, and there's quite a nice looking rig. Like I said, Miserable Mile, slow, but you get to see a lot of boats coming through here. Really a cool area. So yeah, we're gonna take a look at a few homes of some of these canals, and hope you guys enjoy the video. So there are some spots along the river here that are manatee zones, and we've gone through one. We went through the Miserable Mile there just a little bit ago. Now there's a second one that takes you just past where the old boathouse used to be. In that Bimini Yacht Club, new Yacht Club area. You can also see there's still some new construction going on. This neighborhood, most likely what happened is it was an older house there at one point in time, and somebody bought the lot and tore it down, and there we go. Got a new wood, no, it's not wood frame, that is a solid square block frame home there. So if you need a lot of dockage, this would be the ultimate property. I'm guessing right now that probably has got close to a couple 100 feet of dockage there. So this is, like I said, a really cool little hidden gem as far as the neighborhood is concerned. As you can see, we've got some really nice houses through here. As a matter of fact, there is one down here that I know is for sale. I've got a client that has expressed some interest in it. This particular home, we did a little research on it before we headed out, and it's listed at just under $6 million. So as you can see right there, that home, if you have an extra $6 million sitting in the bank and you want to be on the water down here in Southwest Florida, that would be the home. Yeah, quite a few. That's your boat, babe. So we made our way across the river over to Cape Coral. This happens to be where they're going to be putting in the new yacht club. They just tore it down last year, and so there's really nothing here. Plus, there used to be a restaurant down here at the end called the Boathouse, and it burnt down as well. So this is getting like a full renovation as we speak. They're going to end up with 2 resort-style pools. It's going to have a 2-story community center over here. It's going to have not only that, but an expanded marina. There used to be a little marina. It wasn't really even a marina. It was just gas pumps over here where the Boathouse restaurant was. But they're going to add an additional pier, and there's going to be over 500 parking spaces. So it's going to be a pretty cool spot when it's all said and done, but they're not anticipating this to be finished for a couple of years. So for folks who are looking for things to do over here, there is a little beach on just on the river riverside, Cape Coral Beach. You know, it's very quaint and just a nice little spot to hang out if you don't want to have to go all the way down to Fort Myers Beach. So anyway, this is Captain Chris. We are going to make our next video. We're going to run around over to the other side to one of the canals that we have several homes that we're looking at for some folks. So yeah, this is what's left of the boathouse. Really kind of sad because really it was a fun spot to just hang out. There used to be a pier that ran all the way out. You can see that still damaged from Hurricane Ian. But this will all be finished up in a couple of years and hopefully better than it was prior. You'll notice newer homes. You're going to notice some older homes. Again, these being in an area that's direct access, you'll see a pretty big mix. On some of these little finger canals, there tends to be some older, smaller homes. On this main canal here, this particular canal has really some of the larger homes, you know, in the area that are direct access. And there's some smaller ones too. There's still some that need some work, but pretty cool spot. You've got a lot of homes that I've seen a lot of these people now putting tikis out by their dock, which is kind of nice. So as we get a little bit further up here, we're going to run into Cape Coral Parkway, and we'll continue the video. Once we get past that, you'll see a little difference in the size of boats because, again, you know, you're going to have some limitations to the height. So we're getting pretty close to Cape Coral Parkway. You can see we got some condos here. We're going to keep going up San Carlos Canal, and you can see how they pack in these boat lifts. But if you're going to use the home during season, it's definitely a great setup. Nice looking house, and then you look and you'll see a house built right next to it, probably built back in the 70s. A lot of that down here. I like the character of some of these older homes though. You'll notice the newer ones are much higher elevation when you come up to these newer homes. So you can definitely see the tides up. It's almost to the top of the seawalls here. It's like we got somebody doing some yard work. Pretty much hear that everywhere down here. So one of the things you're going to notice is now that we're to the north of Cape Coral Parkway, boats are definitely going to be a bit smaller, just because you have to get under a bridge that's got, at the tide level we're at right now, it was about 8 foot of clearance. So just got to keep in mind, you can see tides definitely do affect where you can go sometimes. And you know, when you're looking at some of these docks, you're going to see some of them are a little bit older, need some work. You got some newer ones with the composite material that they're using now. They definitely hold up a heck of a lot better than the old wood plank ones that they used to use. Actually, they still use those in some homes, but this is a really nice little canal here. Again, these homes are older. This neighborhood was built out back in the 60s and 70s. So yeah, we're checking out a house just a little further north of here, listed at $500,000, $499 actually, and was just going to see how long it takes us to get out to the Gulf, or excuse me, out to the river from there. It's looking like it's probably about a 30-minute boat ride, but yeah, some nice cute little docks back here, swimming pools. You notice again, like I said, these are older homes, but a little bit more affordable than when you get to the direct access homes. So as we go further north, as we go further north here in southeast Cape Coral, the elevation does get a little bit higher, and we will eventually come out of the flood zone, even though we're on canals. So it is a bit confusing sometimes for people when they are looking at, well, how can I save some money? You know, I don't want to have to get flood insurance if I don't have to. Well, I recommend flood insurance even if you're outside of flood zone, if you can afford it, just because you know, flood insurance covers not only floods for, you know, if you have a hurricane where you take on water, but if, for example, you know, you have a pipe that bursts or something like that, well, you know, that's where flood insurance comes in handy. I'm not an insurance agent, but I do know plenty of them, and I can definitely point you in the right direction when it comes to insurance guys down here, or gals. But anyway, yes, we are kind of working our way out of the flood zone, or, you know, as we go further north on the San Carlos Canal here in Cape Coral. Now, another nice thing is this canal is a deeper water canal, so you really shouldn't have any issues with depth. As a matter of fact, you can see here, I don't know if you can see it or not, but my depth gauge right now, we're at about just over 5 feet, and looks like it's getting a little dark to the north. Might have to make our way back towards the south. Don't want to get rained on today. Now that we've made our turnaround, you'll notice it's nice and clear to the south. And just so you're a little familiar with the weather patterns down here, what we tend to get is a afternoon sea breeze, and these sea breezes, what they do is they bring nice cooler water, cooler air from off the water over the land, which is nice and hot, and that in turn creates lift in the atmosphere, and we'll all of a sudden get thunderstorms in the afternoon. So we're getting close to rainy season here, which usually means afternoon storms. Once the storms hit, they usually run for an hour or two. Sometimes you don't get anything, you don't get any rain, but those little storms will cool things off quite a bit, and next thing you know, it's back to clearing off and time to get back out on the boat again. So you also notice we got the bimini up. It's definitely getting warm. That direct sunlight you get when you have this thing back will definitely cook you. So bring your sunscreen. So if you're enjoying this video, definitely hit the subscribe button. We put out new videos every week. We try to cover just a range of topics. Today we're going through some of the Cape Coral Canals, just taking you kind of a cruise through the area so you can see firsthand what beautiful country we get to live in down here in Southwest Florida. So we made our way over to Southwest Cape Coral, right over by Tarpon Point and Cape Harbor, and checking out a few homes over here as well today. Just a beautiful day out here. You'll notice one thing about the homes on the Southwest Cape Coral quadrant is they are going to be newer homes. This is just a newer neighborhood in general. We're currently in a direct access area, so you'll see some larger vessels back in here, and just fun looking at all these houses back this direction. So if you like this video and you'd like to see more of them or more videos like it, click that subscribe button, put some comments in the comments section if you would like, or like the videos. We love those likes. But yeah, it's definitely a fun neighborhood. We don't live too far from here ourselves. But if you have any questions, on this particular area of Southwest Cape Coral, please let us know. So we're still over in Southwest Cape Coral, and we are cruising the canals, having a great day, kind of showing everybody why we love living down here in Florida, Southwest Florida to be specific. And I always get clients who ask, well, you know, where do you go? Well, this happens to be one of the hot spots in Southwest Cape Coral. If you want to go by boat, you can. We're over in Cape Harbor, and you'll see straight ahead of us here is Rum Runners. And Rum Runners is a fun place to hang out, eat. Got a great happy hour menu. There's also Cape Harbor, their marina there as well, so you can get gas. They have a couple of shuttles that run all the way over to Fort Myers Beach, which is pretty cool. You can get fuel over here. Just a fun spot. So if you're ever in Cape Coral and you're looking for a place to go, whether it's by land or whether it's by water, this is definitely the spot. So if you look straight ahead, there is used to be a lock there where it would separate off freshwater, saltwater canals. They're taking that all out, and that should be back to being open here in the next, they're saying within the next 30 days or so, but we'll see where it goes. Right now, it's if you have a boat up this direction, this is really the only one way in and out of Cape Coral, Southwest Cape Coral, if you are west of Chiquita and Chiquita Boulevard all the way up to Surfside. So if you've got a boat back up in there, well, you're not going to be able to bring it back out of the canal system until that's completely redone. It's getting close, but anyway, you can see they're working on it as we speak. Then we also have this fun little bar here. It's literally just a little tiki bar. You can see right next here to Rum Runners. Great place to stop after you've been out on the water for a day. If you want to have a little refreshing beverage, you can do it there. But yeah, that is a fun spot. And you can see we got a few clouds kicking up here. It's that time of day. We get the sea breeze kicking in, so we are starting to see a little bit of definitely starting to see a little bit of cloud cover kicking in. So we are going to keep heading our way back towards our marina, which is down on Fort Myers Beach. So this is one of the other stops over here in Southwest Cape Coral. Real popular stop. We're at the west end, and not only do they have their restaurant here, there's a Pincher's. We've got Pincher's Crab Shack. There's several other restaurants in the shopping center here. You've got the Naughty Mermaid, which is just a little outdoor bar. These docks have just all been redone. They were damaged from Hurricane Ian, and they are really nice. They did a great job on them. So you can see they've got all those going in, and then Tarpon Point has just a beautiful marina here. Not only can you get gas, you can see the ship stores right there, but you have larger vessels. There's places to park if you call ahead sometimes, not all the time. But anyway, Tarpon Point is just a really nice community here in Cape Coral, great water community. And yeah, fun place to stop when you make your trips over to Cape Coral. We're in Southwest Cape Coral. We are going to make our way back now to Fort Myers Beach. You can see we might get some rain, so we want to try to beat the rain before that hits. So we will chat with you over on Fort Myers Beach. So we made it back to our marina, had just a fantastic day in Cape Coral. We cruised around southeast and southwest Cape Coral, as well as we stopped at a community in Fort Myers. It was a lot of fun. Our goal today really was to just show people uh, the canals, the different docks, the types of houses, indirect access versus direct access. I don't know, we really didn't talk too much about things like insurance. There were some other areas that I wanted to get into today, but we really didn't. I tried to keep it kind of simple. We had a lot of sunshine. It was just a fun day. So if you enjoyed the video, click that subscribe button or click the like. I mean, we love seeing those likes when they come in. We try to get videos out at least once a week minimum. If you, like I said, enjoyed it, we enjoyed it. It was a fantastic day in Southwest Florida. I hope you guys are subscribing, and if you have any questions on anything, we'll have a description of the video in the comments. And if you have any questions on properties, reach out. You've got my phone number. You can text it. You can call. Here available pretty much anytime. So I'm a full-time agent in Southwest Florida. Thanks again for checking out our video today. Look forward to seeing you again soon. Captain Chris, we are checking out.